Today, the world of plastics is a virtual kaleidoscope of products that touch our life every day. Showcasing the power of Indian plastics, Plexconcil. India is a powerhouse that's making a mark in the world every day. It is in this vibrant India that Plexconcil began its journey shortly after independence, and over the last 65 plus years has emerged as the true voice of Indian plastics industry. Representing over 2,700 member exporters.
Since its inception, Plexconcil is doing yeoman service to the country by being a catalyst to boost export of plastic products from India throughout the world.
Plexconcil has been actively involved in making Indian plastic industry as an emerging economic powerhouse with immense potential.
The post-pandemic era has changed the global market dynamics, and with the global economies adopting a China Plus One strategy, buyers have been turning their focus on India. We believe the time is right to use every marketing tool and policy framework to achieve the targets for plastics exports.
India is currently ranked among the top 5 consumers of polymers in the world and has over 50,000 plastic processing units employing over 4 million people across the country.
Plexconcil has adopted a multi-pronged approach to ensure our industry's rapid expansion, capturing greater and newer global opportunities.
To achieve our target of $25 billion in exports, by 2025, Plexconcil will also be organizing Plex Connect, our first ever exhibition focused on plastics exports. This is in addition to encouraging more manufacturers to start exporting, continued close dialogues with the ministries, as well as focusing on zero defect policy to promote quality exports from India.
Plexconcil has been a part of India's evolving plastic industrial history. Export of plastics have grown at a quicker pace than the country's overall merchandise exports. In the last decade, India's plastics export witnessed a CAGR rate of 6.7% in comparison to CAGR rate of 1.6% for the overall merchandise exports. Plastics form around 4% of India's overall merchandise exports presently. India's export of value-added plastics formed 60% of the overall plastics export, while plastics raw material formed the remaining 40%.
This business of exporting plastic value-added product can bring net foreign exchange in excess of just $50 billion year after year, and also will provide jobs to millions of people.
Indian plastics are sold in over 200 countries, and Plexconcil has an active role to play in this staggering achievement. In this scenario, strategic collaborations have meant that plastic sheets, films, plates, woven sacks, FIBC, packaging items, optical items, and writing instruments now have a significantly higher value of exports. However, there still exist deep pockets for export growth to our traditional markets in Europe, North America, and Northeast Asia, and new markets comprising Latin America, Oceania, and the CIS, which import large amount of plastics every year.
We have to work along with the Plastic Council and see that the export should be not double, triple, but it should be multi-folds.
The Council, through a multi-pronged strategy, is targeting to increase its share in the world plastics export market to 2.5% by 2025.
Given the pace of infrastructure development in the country, fast-tracking the negotiations of several new free trade agreements by the government, and the synergy between Plexconcil and industry, together we are confident that plastics exports will leapfrog to $25 billion by the year 2025.
India's talent pool of engineers and science graduates from some of the world's best educational institutions, largest working class and English-speaking population in the world, combined with low infrastructure and labor costs, makes us a manufacturing hub for products as diverse as automobiles to satellites. India's Mars mission was executed at a tenth of the cost incurred by NASA.
We are very happy that we got maximum raw material, plastic raw material at a very economical price, world price. As well, there is a skilled workforce and availability of all sorts of machines, which is very, very important for us to produce the value-added product.
Plexconcil is also playing a pivotal role to promote Make in India by exhorting investors to invest in plastic processing. The Council also engages in numerous activities to fill in skill gaps and promote education in exports. At the same time, Plexconcil is also assisting member exporters to avail financial benefits as available through various Government of India initiatives, through various means, discounted fees at international trade fairs and exhibitions, participation in buyer-seller meets and reverse buyer-seller meets, networking opportunities through conferences and seminars, regular notifications regarding trade policy changes, sharing trade statistics and market intelligence, helping exporters with policy issues and inputs on bilateral trade and FTAs.
Thus making India a global hub for plastic processing and exporting value-added products. All this is targeted to increase the India's share in the world plastic export market by 3% by 2025.
The Council also provides reference check and redressal mechanism to overseas buyers seeking to do business with India.
With the shift in global supply chains and trade dynamics, Plexconcil has been working closely with the state governments and district export promotion committees to help exporters align themselves to capitalize on these growing opportunities. Various efforts are being made by Plexconcil to showcase India's prowess internationally.
Plexconcil is geared to handle this dynamic era by being the catalyst that accelerates exports in existing and new markets.
Today, Indian exports enjoy much global recognition for our quality, competitiveness and commitment to excellence. Hence, time is right for the Indian exporters to not only expand their business internationally, but also for the international plastic fraternity to forge strategic partnership with the Indian industry for mutual progress.
The Council holds an award function to felicitate exporters who have managed to report high-value exports in as many as 47 product categories. There is an eagerness in people to shape a better world, the hunger to know, learn and leave a legacy for future generations. And now, as it looks to play a bigger role within India and beyond its shores, at Plexconcil, we believe we can shape the future again.